Welcome back, I am Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff. Some people seem to be under the bizarre impression that I am somehow incredibly rich and that I can buy whatever I want, and that is very distinctly not the case. An awful lot of the coolest stuff I have, I only have because it was given to me by fans, or, in the case now, companies wanting me to do reviews in order to, basically be free advertising for them, or cheap advertising for them. And I'm all for that, because a lot of the things that I'm getting from them I would have never gotten on my own, because I couldn't justify it, because it wasn't something I needed or really wanted enough. There were lots of things that I wanted, but I just couldn't justify getting it. But when they're offering to give it to me, if I'll do a review, well then that's fantastic, and I can get some of that fun stuff. And this is an example of that. This is my first review from NFStrike.com. They're a new wholesale company that has just about everything you could possibly want as far as Nerf stuff. They've got all sorts of tactical gear, all of the internal kits, all of the external kits, all of the darts, all of the magazines, anything that Worker or any of those companies are coming out with, you can get that at NFStrike.com. I haven't ordered anything from them privately, so I don't know what turnaround time is, or what shipping costs are like, or even what their prices are like. But the brief look that I've glanced across their website, it's very, very competitive. So this is the first items that they sent me that I'm going to be reviewing today. I gave them a huge list of pretty much everything on their website, all of the kits they had, all of the tactical gear they had, all of the darts they had, and they picked one item from each list, and amazingly, it was the stuff that I would have put obviously it was the stuff at the top of my list. They sent me this neat little mag pouch, which I went over when I first got it. It is incredibly well constructed, and has more versatility than the ones that I usually use, but I also have ones that are usually about at least twice the capacity of this, but I'm using them to dump mags in, and dump drum mags and whatever else I can dump into them, as well as always seeding them with a huge pile of random darts to reload mags as I go. But this one has some neat features. It has pouches on both sides that you could easily put like screws, or a screwdriver, or a utility tool, or an extra lipo if you were, a dangerous living on the edge. The pouch up here would easily fit your smartphone or whatever else you might want to put in there. So it's got lots of extra pouches, which is cool. It does close, so you don't have to worry about darts falling out if you're running or climbing or all of that. And what I had noticed, but it really hadn't connected when I first got it, is it is MOLLE compatible, as in you could hook it to your chest rig, whereas most dump pouches are designed to hang off a belt and don't have actual MOLLE compatible attachments, so you couldn't hook it directly to your chest rig, but this one you could, and you could have them just on either side. Instead of mag holders, you could just have dart pouches and just feed directly out of those, or rival rounds, or whatever, depending on your loadout. If you're running something where you top it off a lot, or it's single shot, this would be something that would work beautifully with a chest rig. Or you can put the MOLLE straps through this first web loop, and then it just turns into a regular belt loop, and you can just put it on your belt. So either way you want to use it, very versatile. I have put half darts in it. It's, like I said, a lot smaller, but half darts take up half the room, so it works. I'd really like to have a loadout that had a bunch of these on it, either on a belt or on the web gear itself, and have different kinds of ammunition in it, because they hold, a good battle's worth of ammunition in each pouch. And so, if you're running shotguns or anything that needs to be reloaded, sledge fire shells, there's all sorts of things that you could use a number of small pouches to separate your ammo. So I definitely like these and would definitely like to get some more. They have them in lots of colors. They have them in, obviously, black, OD green, tan, digi woodland camo, as well as classic woodland camo. So whatever your loadout is, you can probably find one that will match it well enough to not stand out horribly. And then I have, as this would suggest, I am going to be testing the Gen 2 worker darts that they sent me, the green ones. And they also have those. They also have in a whole bunch of different colors. I know they've got white at least, and a bunch of others. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but they've got green, and they've got white, and they've got a number of others. So if you want to have unique ammo, or if you're playing a game where ammo color matters, they've got options for you. So that is really, really cool. And I will, of course, be testing it in my Caliburn with my half-dart magazine. I have tested the yellow ammo before, and now I'm going to be testing the green ammo. We'll see if I can actually noticeably tell the difference between them. So, to the firing range! Alright, next thing to test is my Caliburn firing the green 2nd gen worker half darts. And out of my worker half dart magazine. The glare has gotten even worse. I'd switch it around and shoot the other direction, but then I'd be firing into traffic, and that's generally frowned upon. So hopefully you can see the numbers. If not, I'll let you know what they are. 189. Error. 182. 171. 181. 189. 179. 192. Error. Oh, duplicate. 183. 189. 186. 177. 190. And for fun, let's see what happens if we try to fire 2 at once. It doesn't know what to do. Lovely. All right then. Well, those are some gorgeous numbers. Let's check the accuracy. All right, so for the Caliburn, I am going to be firing at a man-sized target at 80 feet, and quite frankly, I'm not expecting to get many of these darts back, because they're about the same color as the grass out here. So unless I hit the basket, they're probably going to disappear. But darts are a consumable after all. Let's do this. In the basket. In the basket. Oh, one in the basket, one in the dirt. All right. Those are beautiful. I don't know how much better they were than the yellow ones, but they're definitely beautiful. Right, well, as you saw, that was magnificent. I think I got 3 or 4 shots actually in the basket, including one where I double primed it and fired. One of them went in the basket and one of them went short. And I had one that bounced right off one of the legs and veered off to the left, and I don't think I ever found that one. But they were all within a 1 foot swath of each other, side to side, which is amazing. There was one grouping that they were all within a foot of each other, 4 darts within a foot of each other at 120 feet. And I was shooting from a kneeling position, so that's just fantastic. I cannot wait to use this in a war. Don't know how much better they were than the yellow darts. Honestly, at that range, it would be really hard to tell the difference, but this one, I think the side-to-side grouping was just a little bit better. And possibly the range was a little bit better. I'd have to go back and rewatch the testing of the yellow ones, but that is pretty groovy, and I'm very impressed. And I'd love to use this in, I might have to really start getting into NIC stuff just so that I can use this. I could put the K25 in it, and then I might be able to get away with using it at our more public events, but I'll have to get that put in there and actually test it and see what it's like. But love the dump pouch. I just had it on my belt. I will probably end up figuring out how to rig it into my war loadout as an auxiliary pouch. And the darts work beautifully. So I will have all of the contact information for NFStrike down in the description, as well. I'll have links to these actual specific items as well as just their website in general. I highly recommend it. Check it out. See if they have anything that you've been looking for at reasonable prices. They have deals just like a lot of the wholesalers do. And with Cyber Monday coming up, Lord knows what kind of deals you guys might be able to find. So that'll be fun. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things you see on their site that you would like me to test, let me know, because I can contact them and say, hey, would you be willing to send me this item? People are requesting it. There's a good chance that they would be willing to, and that way I can give you some idea of, before you guys buy. I will also, of course, place an order myself with with my private stuff, so I can see shipping costs and shipping times and packaging and all of that, so that I can give you guys some idea of what it's like to actually order from them. But these items I can definitely say I highly recommend, and I will be using in the future. So there you have it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, put them in the comment section. And as always, thank you guys for watching.